That's weird. There's an option called down mix to mono in the source settings, and I clicked that, and I guess it's back to stereo now. That's really weird. I don't know what the heck, because I have not messed with the settings in here at all, so I'm not sure what just happened, but if you said it's better, that I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, but you said it's better, so that's good. Probably a broken stereo feature, yeah. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. Oh, I'm gonna have to, like... Where it's not getting the right sound. Yeah, it sounds like it. I'm gonna have to, like, go after this now and and splice the first part of the stream that got cut off to this part somehow. Now I sound better? Okay, good. Good. Thank God this wasn't a ranked duel or I would have gotten timed out. What's up, Titus? Oh, what's up, Jack? How you doing? Hope you're doing well, my mans. Hey, Andy, was it in mono the whole time we were talking, or did it, like, suddenly switch to that? Doing great. What about you? I'm doing all right. I just had to restart my stream and mess around with my audio. Something was going wrong, and it was coming out mono instead of stereo for some reason. It was the whole time we were okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I'll have to try and make sure that doesn't happen again in the future. Yeah, Jack, I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. We were just talking about before the mishap. We were just talking about how we were talking about Halo. What deck am I playing? Right now I'm playing with a Chronomaly deck the game gave me for the Trey event.
Artifacts of the past created hope for the
future. Honestly, I'm just doing you gotta get audio engineer Burke to help you. Maybe I should talk to Burke. Yeah, that would be a good idea. I'm playing this Trey event, and then after the event, like, I'm just going through the dailies. And once I do that, I'm gonna do duel quizzes and trial deck duels. Just because I thought that would be interesting.
I activate the spell card. Chronomaly technology.
That's a good call. I know Burke has, like, said before that they'd help, but I always forget. I really should reach out to them.
Let's battle. Attack, Crystal Bones. Do it.
Chronomalies are cool because, like, the archetype thematically is really sick. Just that they're all, like, ancient alien type stuff, like ancient myths. I don't know, that's kind of neat to me.
My spell card. Not good.
I really want Konami to add in the boss monsters for Evilsaurs, just because I really want to play the dinosaur deck. I want to play the dinosaur deck that's actually good.
Golden Jet's effect activates. It raises my Golden Jet's
Alright, use Golden Jet's effect twice to change my levels from 4 to 6.
Monsters levels by 1.
And now I can summon the big boy. But yeah, no, that's... Andy, I think I should try and look into getting Halo one of these days. I'm not opposed to it. Halo's pretty cool.
Reveal yourself. Number 6. Chronomaly Atlantis.
You didn't know there was a good dino deck? Yeah, Evilsaurs. I mean, they were more of an Xyz era, like, good deck, but I mean, this is Duel Links, so the rules are different. You'd recommend it? Yeah. I think I have played, like, I played, what's it called? The one that's the prequel to the franchise. I don't remember the exact name, but it's, like, the prequel game. I remember I played that once. I think I played through the whole campaign on that, actually, or, like, half the campaign. There's like 2 prequels. Count Halo Wars. I don't think it was Halo Wars. It was ODST or something like that, I think.
How's this? Attack!
I went to like an internet cafe, which is weird because I live in America and those aren't really much of a thing. But I went to like a gaming cafe and they had that and they were like, yeah, it's like you can play it for the rest of the time you've paid to be in here, and I played through a big chunk of that game. Yeah, it was ODST. It was good. Again? Only when I'm recording. How many times I gotta teach you this lesson, young man? Mystery City in the Sky. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. It was basically a Halo 3 expansion. I'm assuming like it expanded upon the story for that game. I do have to ask. It was between Halo 2 and 3? I see.
I have to be careful.
Huh.
Duel!
I have to ask, what are the how long are the single player games, the single player campaigns in the Halo games? Because to be honest, I am not like if my buddies want to play like multiplayer in a game, that's fine. But I'm not a very competitive person. So like multiplayer online for most games just doesn't sound very interesting to me. I'd be way more interested in playing the story. Teach that young man just sounds like you beat the crap out of him. It's true. I'm gonna teach him how to play. I'm gonna learn him how to play some Yu-Gi-Oh! Halo 1 is by far the longest at around 10 to 12 hours. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's not bad.
When Nebra Disc is summoned, I can activate its effect. I add a Chronomaly card in my deck to my hand.
Yeah, you. Halo 3 is like 5 hours, so they just shorten over time. I mean, I guess that makes sense because they probably realized that. I think it's because they probably realized people care the most about the online, right?
Here's Chronomaly Moa.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that kind of thing doesn't really appeal to me. The online play. I'd still be willing to play them, obviously, because I'm interested in the what do you call it? The single player. But yeah, I'm not a huge competitive guy.
That ends my turn.
Infinite is supposed to be the longest one, semi-open world. Huh. Sometimes it's good to beat up kids. You know what? I agree. Sometimes it feels good to beat someone up if they have it coming. Look, this guy's possessed by a bad guy, so it's fine. We're not actually beating up the kid. It's fine.
I attack with my monster.
Mirror Force.
I'll use my monster.
How does a semi-open world for like a shooter game even work?
I end my turn.
The best part of the online play in Halo is that it allows for custom maps and game mode. I do remember that from when I would play with friends. That was always fun.
I play the continuous spell. Chronomaly Pyramid, Chronomaly Golden Jet.
Oh, my boys are buff. Which is the controversy with Infinite. Ah, they're removing that, I'm assuming?
I built the overlay network.
Because it didn't launch with custom. I could see how that would be a problem, yeah. Exizo Shokan! Arawario!
Here's number 36, Chronomaly Chateau Hoyik.
They're gonna add it in 6 to 8 months? Yeah, what is the story? Is it just like another... just continuing the adventures of Master Chief? Or is it something different because it's such a different gameplay model? Activate the effect.
I use one overlay unit to activate Chateau Hoyik's effect.
Your attack
Your
points,
monster's
give them
attack
to me.
points drop to 0 until the end of the turn. I tribute my Chronomaly to activate Chateau Hoyek's effect. Your monster's attack points
Goodbye.
changed, so it's destroyed. Let's battle.
Battle.
Chronomaly Chateau Hoyek attacks.
3,600. That is a big, juicy
Isn't that-
attack. How many number cards are there in this deck? The deck that they gave me to use, it has number 36 and number 6. So just the two. I know there's a third Chronomaly number card, but it's not in the deck that they gave me. They're dropping most of the plot lines from 4 and 5 and introducing a new villain introduced in Halo Wars 2. A lot of people think it was whipped up quickly to distance itself from 5. That makes sense. So what, they're just gonna, like, completely drop the plot lines and pretend it never happened? Where's number 69 and 420?
If you don't do this, my turn,
Well,
you're
numbers
gonna
only go up to
brawl.
about a
I end my
107.
turn.
I said a monster.
So there's no 420,
You must
but,
think well of me to
there is a
still
number
think you can
69.
win.
I don't remember what it is off the top of my
turn.
head. I gotta look it up. Give me a
draw.
second. I'll look up what number 69 is. Because numbers 1 through 107 all have a card. So I'll look up what number 69 is in Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, right. Number 69 is Heraldry Crest. It's a 4-star psychic monster with 2600 attack. That's right. I remember the villain of the first anime season of Zexal used it as his boss monster. Opening cinematic of the campaign was leaked and all the characters from 4 or 5 are killed right at the... Oh, that's kind of... I mean, like, I get people don't like it, but that is a little BM, right? Like, to all the people who did get attached to those characters.
Crystal
That would
Ball.
be... That would feel kind of bad.
Battle. Do it. I attack with my monster. Do it.
Then again, if like Game Freak tomorrow made a new Pokemon game where like they just like killed off all the crappy characters they've introduced in the last few gens, that like the really, really, really lame ones that I really dislike, I wouldn't be like upset. I'd be like, well, that was unnecessary, but I wouldn't be upset. But honestly, it's pretty cathartic, but some people are upset. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, everything's got their fans, no matter how controversial. Like Pokemon, cough, cough. Halo 4, 5, and Infinite were developed by 343, a different studio than... That's right, I remember hearing about that. Where was it? On, like, What Happened? That one show on YouTube? What Happened? I think that's where I heard that. Is that or some other YouTube video? Maybe Did You Know Gaming or something? They've proven to be awful devs. That's rough, buddy. I genuinely hope for your sake that Halo isn't, like, your favorite franchise, because I would feel pretty bad if, like, your favorite game franchise was being ruined. I've been there. I've been there for the past 10 years with Pokemon. Hope Halo Infinite Story is good. Well, for the sake of the people who play Halo, I do hope it's good. In 4, they were literally hiring devs who hated Halo to make the franchise closer to Call of... Oh! Oh, that's gross! Oh, that's so disgusting. That hurt me just to read out loud. 343, worst company name ever, yeah. Halo has been dead to old fans since 2010. Oh, dude, so you're in the same boat as Pokemon fans. I'm glad we can unite on this. Just the fact that, like... I'm not gonna go into it super, but, like, the new Gen 4 remakes, the fact that that's what we got, and that people are actually like, no, this is good! Oh my god, like, they made it inherently... Look, okay, I didn't like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, but at least it was its own thing, kind of, because it was like a Pokemon Go kind of gameplay expansion, and it, like, offered some unique Pokemon in it and stuff. But, like, straight up, like, Pokemon Shining Diamond, or what is it? I care so little, I don't even remember the name of the new games. What is it? Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl? That's it. They're inherently worse games than Platinum, and that came out, like, a decade ago. They remade a game and made it worse than the remake they made 10 years ago. How do you even manage that? Brilliant Diamond got good music and that's it. I've heard the music was bad before. Or actually, I haven't heard any because I know they had like a day one patch. But like I don't know if you like saw the rumors about what the game, like the graphics and sound sounded like before the patch, but it was bad. Like they had just like straight up like really low quality MIDI music that sounded terrible that they didn't even properly patch in until that they didn't patch over with the actual music until after it released. It's bad. I'm just saying, like, imagine, like, 20 years from now when, like, you know, the systems online go down and someone wants to try and play it fresh. They're just gonna be stuck with the crappy MIDI music. I don't know. And, like, a ton of the mechanics that they do have in the game, like, the stuff that they have, is locked behind those updates. It's so bad. Gen 4 remakes could have been a refreshing return to form, maybe pixel graphics, classic Pokemon gameplay. That'd be nice. Gen 4 had amazing... No, I agree Gen 4 had amazing music, but, like, the remakes renditions of them were not good from what I hear. Okay, so we finished all of the stuff with Trey, so let's do some... There we go. You mean in 10 to 20 years people are gonna emulate the original? You know, you're right. People already do. Listen. I do not endorse emulation. But, like, with the way that Game Freak continues to, like, screw over huge, like, basically give the middle finger to huge parts of their fan base, and, like, and just, like, cancel remove fan games and, like, stuff, and ROMs and stuff like that, or, like, continually make bad games. Like, I don't know what they expect is gonna happen. Like, I'm not saying I condone it, obviously, but it's like, you know, I don't know what you expected was gonna happen. Like, you could just be like Sega and let it happen, you know, and it's better for your business. Pokemon slowly getting bad? Yeah, it has been the last decade. Yeah, exactly. So, well, I guess the difference is Sonic has everything to gain and nothing to lose, right? Because Sonic has just hit such a low before. Like, say what you will about Pokemon, but like, even the worst mainline Pokemon games are at least okay. Like, I consider them bad because I know what a good Pokemon game is like, but objectively, even the worst mainline Pokemon games are still fine. Like, the inherent system of Pokemon is enjoyable and fun. But, like, Sonic has hit some lows, man. And it doesn't help them that, like, it's not like Pokemon where Pokemon can, like, release, like, a bad game and people are like, oh, it's good, though, actually. Like, Sonic games, like, it's just cool to shit on them, even if they are fine games, so... I, for one, think Sonic 06 was the peak of this series. I mean, I liked the Game Grumps Let's Play of it.
I set this card face down.
Let's see... I'm playing a Bujingi deck for this. A Bujin deck, not Bujingi, that's just this card. I guess I'll play this guy in attack mode.
Here I go. I summon a monster in attack position.
Activate the
My
effect.
monster's effect activates.
Also, are you the only one getting sick of video game remakes? I'm also sick of video game remakes. Well, I guess it depends. If it's like an old game, I'm fine with it. But like most of the time, video game remakes don't need remakes. Defense draw, baby. I take no damage and I draw a card.
I use my face down card. My trap
Vaguely remember
activates.
last E3, half the titles were remasters. Yeah, it gets old. Let's see here. When a Beast Warrior Bujin monster you control is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, send this card to the graveyard. Special summon one Bujin monster from your deck. Yeah, I'll do
Now's
that.
my chance. My monster's effect activates.
Games that are only 10 years old getting remade. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Like, there's no reason for games that young to get remade.
I end my turn.
Like,
my turn.
when was the last time I saw a remake that, like, I thought was warranted? Like, I think they remade, like stuff like, okay, I don't know if you play Fire Emblem or not, but, like, I think we've talked about Fire Emblem before, but I can't remember exactly. But, like, they remade they made Fire Emblem Echoes, which was, like, a remake, like a modernized remake of, like, one of the old, like, the third Fire Emblem game ever made that never got released in America. That was, like, on the Famicom. Like, that makes sense. I'm fine with that. But, like, we don't need remakes of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. 3DSs still exist, and 3DSs aren't that old, and you can just get, like, a Game Boy, like, you just get a 3DS to play DS games on.
My monster's effect activates.
They only remake games just to stir up nostalgia. Yeah, 3DSs are shockingly... Really? Is that the case? I wasn't aware.
From my hand, I activate an equip spell. Let's battle. Let's do this. I attack with
You
a
got one a
monster.
few months ago? Do you have any idea why they're so expensive? I genuinely have no idea.
My monster's effect
The
activates.
2DS too. That's weird.
My turn
They're
is
just
done.
yeah, they're
Here I
discontinued,
go.
that's true.
Draw. I end my
It's
turn.
my turn. I draw a card. Now is the time. I summon a monster in attack position.
I forgot that they got
Let's
discontinued. I guess that would
Playtime is
contribute
over.
to it to an
battle.
extent.
My monster attacks your life points. It's over. This my monster.
GG, boyo. Alright, we gotta win with the Bujin deck. I had no idea what I was doing because I've never played with Bujins, but yeah, I know so I got my nephews a few years back. I got both of them a 2DS because I wanted to be that cool uncle who gets them video games. and they both loved it, but the oldest nephew, he destroyed his. Like the game he screwed up the screens really bad, and like he won't it doesn't charge anymore. So I had to buy it. So he wants a new 3DS, but they're discontinued. So like I don't know what to tell. I mean I could get one for him, but it's like I don't know. Yeah, they were really cheap. I got them both for like 100 each. It wasn't that bad. But yeah, he like destroyed that thing. Like I don't know how he managed to do that.
The outcome of a duel is determined 99% of the time by one's
Sprung on the
intelligence.
XL, which is basically the new 3DS without the 3D. Yeah,
I'll
Duel.
the 3D was not
There is
necessary.
nothing I need to fear. My turn. I'm setting a card. Presenting Hydro Get On.
Hydro, get
My
on.
opening moves have put me in
You
an
ready?
ideal situation.
Yeah, I still have a
I draw.
3DS XL. I don't have like the new
I'll
3DS.
play this. I ritual summon a monster.
Oh crap, she's playing
Activate
Gish
my
Keys.
monster's effect. I set a Here I go. How's this? My monster. I'll end my
There
turn.
is nothing I need to fear. I draw.
Oh, I'm gonna lose this duel real bad, aren't I?
My opening moves
Here I
have put me
go.
in an ideal
You do wonder if
turn.
Nintendo's ever
I
gonna split their
draw.
handhelds and
I
consoles
I
again.
activate my
Honestly,
monster's
I
effect.
doubt it.
Here I
They
go.
gain more not.
I summon a
I mean, they
monster.
gain more having it all connected.
Watch and learn. It's the end of the line.
Or just stick with the Switch and shit. But yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do.
You have to give it your all.
The Wii U probably scared the shit out. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that one's kind of on them. They screwed up every single thing along the way with the Wii U. But they're doing well with the Switch. I think they would be dumb to not continue the Switch. Honestly, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Switch. It's like, if they fix the Joy-Con drift, which they're not going to because, you know, they won't. But, okay, ignore that fact. If they switch the Joy-Con drift, theoretically, and they just continue to, like, make the screen more better and give it more, like, a more powerful, like,
The outcome of the duel
I knew we'd duel eventually.
engine so it can
because the
run
best
better and
duel.
better games. Like,
I'm
they can
enjoying
just
this.
keep porting,
It's
like,
my
for
turn.
third party, they can just keep porting games from the last generation that never came to Nintendo. And now it's handheld. You know, they could just keep doing that theoretically forever. There's no reason they can't.
I set a monster.
Yeah, I imagine they're gonna coast with the Switch. Yeah, I mean, I think I read somewhere recently that they announced that they're already working on the, like,
Come
the
on.
next
My
thing.
turn.
But I feel like they would be really silly if it wasn't just inherently just a stronger Switch.
Here I go.
Like, they
You're
have hit
finished.
gold.
I attack with my I'll end my
Very
turn.
smart.
Like, they're starting to reach, like,
draw.
the numbers of, like, they're starting to hit, like, what do you call it, numbers, like SNES numbers if they keep at it. So, like, like NES numbers, like, they should keep it up, you know. Next Switch is probably just gonna be like the 3DS and yeah, that's what I'm thinking that they're gonna do. It just makes too much sense.
Battle.
It would be silly of them not to.
Favor. My opening
You ready?
moves have put me in an
It's I
ideal
draw.
situation.
Here I go.
I
I
end
summon,
my
I
turn.
activate my monster's effect. I'll play this. Time for watch and learn. I'll end my
I'm
turn.
enjoying this. It's I draw.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. Switch surpassed Wii. Did it really? That's impressive.
This is the form. Presenting Hydro Get On.
Hydro get on.
Battle. Attack Hydro Get On.
Yeah, no, that's impressive to surpass Wii number. That is no easy task.
Hydro Get On's effect activates. When it destroys your monster and presenting Hydro Get On.
First you'll say it. Whew!
I'll use this. Attack.
Candy the Cane is rating with a party of 5. Thank you so much, Candy the Cane. Do I want to activate the effect of Hydro Get On? Yes.
Effect activates.
Bring me the
Presenting
third.
Hydro Get On.
Alright, Hydro Get On, attack directly.
I attack you directly.
Hoi, Titus. Hey, Kuro, how's it going?
It's not over. I know I can still
Hello,
win.
Candy. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it a lot. I'm just playing some trial duels in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. So, feel free to stick around and watch me play some children's card games.
I
I
end
draw.
my turn.
I use
And
my
badly
Vortex
impersonate the
card.
voice actors.
My trap activates.
You saw I was live, so you told Candy to raid me? Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I was there for like 30 or 40 minutes earlier today at your Zelda stream. It was pretty good. Yeah, you were doing pretty good.
From my
Love the
hand,
model. How's the Yu-Gi-Oh go? Well, thank you. I
activate a
appreciate it
ritual
very
spell.
much. I do my best to look nice and proper on screen.
I
How's
ritual
Yu-Gi-Oh
summon
going?
a
It's going all
monster.
right. I'm just trying to beat this this
I
person.
activate my monster's effect.
Saw it, Big Preach? Yeah, man, no problem. I think I shouldn't have said that because now I think I'm actually gonna lose because she's got
My
she's
monster
got
attack.
quite a few on me.
You're
It's
finished.
not over yet.
My monster attack. I
I
end my
finished
turn.
collecting your
They
dust.
really
I
just
draw.
give me like suboptimal decks for this. Oh Lord, what am I going to do? Okay. Man, I have no idea what I'll do.
I'm setting a card.
Oh, this is bad. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-O. Well, I think I just kind of lose here. There is nothing I can really do with this deck that they gave me.
My turn.
Come on out. I activate my monster's effect.
So for those of you who don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm sorry because this probably looks very confusing.
I attack with watch and learn. I attack with your thing.
Oh yeah, I lose.
Impossible!
Gotta love the voice actors. Gotta love the voice actors.
You have to.
Alright, we'll give that one more shot with this deck, and if we can't win, we'll move on to the next trial deck. But yeah, for those of you just tuning in, basically I'm doing this thing where they offer you like a deck that they pre-build for you. And you have to play it, just do your best with the cards that they give you. And you get a reward if you do. A gotcha reward. Like the money you spend on gotchas, so it's worth doing. But Bakana! Yeah, seriously.
The outcome of a duel is
Nande?
determined 99% of
I knew we duel. Here I
Gotcha,
go.
yeah.
My turn.
So the way this game works is to get new cards.
I summon a
Just like in the real world, how the real world card game works, they like release new bunches of cards in sets or trial decks. And then you like spend like gems to buy packs of cards that have random assortments of cards. Also, Titus, me, you, and Burke need to do another collab. Dude, I was literally just thinking about the other day. I'm like, I hope Andy invites me back for another collab because that was fun. Yeah, no, I totally agree. I had a lot of fun in our last one.
presenting Oxygeddon.
We should find something we all like, something, and then try that.
Battle.
We need something to talk about, bro. We could talk about Pokemon. Like I could go on about Pokemon forever.
My opening
Although I don't know if I
mean
think Burke said that he's not really into Pokemon, so that might not work.
It's I draw.
What's another game franchise we all like?
I set a card. Presenting Hydrogeddon.
Sounds like you have enough to talk about Pokemon, bro. I could talk about Pokemon
Okay.
for
I'll
months.
use this. Attack.
I honestly don't even consider that exaggeration. I
Hydrogeddon's effect
love
activates
Pokemon.
when it is presenting Hydrogeddon.
You wanted to talk about Prime? I have never played the Prime games, but I'm totally down to be there and add my 2 cents in.
Oh yeah.
This will be optimal.
No.
I attack you directly.
And it's not from a lack of trying, because I've looked for like Metroid Prime on like the collection on Wii, and I just haven't seen it anywhere, which is unfortunate.
I activate my monster.
One of these days I'll find it.
I
I
end my
solve
turn.
your deck. I draw.
Oh, based, can I finally? Yes!
I activate the spell card Bonding H2O with 2 Hydrogeddons and 1 Oxygeddon on my field. It's simple science.
Water Dragon,
Create
baby!
water. The
If your
water
PC is
often
good enough, you
appears
could
so
probably
weak,
emulate
but
it.
sudden
That's
rip
true, I
tides
probably
swallow the
could.
earth.
Oh, look at the cutscene. Oh lord, he coming. Water Dragon, alright. Yeah, maybe I'll emulate it. If you guys decide that's what you want to do, I'll emulate it before we play. Some guy made a mod Prime hack that makes it like a regular FPS. Interesting.
Presenting Oxygeddon.
Got a scoot, but have great stream, Yugi Dado. Well, thank you very much for coming in and raiding, Candy. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day. So how you've been streaming the games? Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
I've been meaning to get a capture card. I want to get one.
This will be optimal.
I just don't really know how the capture cards work. Like, do I need to get a different one for my PlayStation 5 and one for my Switch, or does the same one work for all of them? Metroid Prime? Yeah, Metroid Prime. So, like, me, Andy, and then another friend of ours, Burke, we did a stream where we had like a 3-hour-long discussion about Metroid Dread. And so we were discussing what we would do for the next one.
I end my turn.
And they're thinking Metroid Prime. Now, my only real thing about doing one on Metroid Prime is, like, wouldn't it make more sense to, like, Wouldn't it make more sense to do something, like a discussion on something that isn't Metroid related immediately after doing one that's Metroid related?
Get on, attack! Vapor Stream!
Yeah, exactly. Then we'd be typecasted as a Metroid podcast. Recently played through all 3. You have the trilogy. Oh, that's... I'm
Water
jealous.
Dragon surge into action. Tight,
I
there
keep
are
meaning
no
to get it. I
errors
just
in
never
mine.
see it when I'm at the retro game store.
I end my turn.
Like, I'm not opposed to doing Prime, but maybe we should do something else first. Just so that, you know...
I solve
end my
your
turn.
deck. I draw.
I literally cannot finish the game because she keeps summoning out 2 monsters and I can't
This
summon
will
a
be
3rd one to
optimal.
finish her.
I attack with my. This will be optimal. Attack.
Prime 3 is the best one easily. Metroid is a franchise you've only been able to get through online orders. See, that's interesting to
There
me
are
because
no errors
I
in
see like
my
Metroid
equation.
Fusion
I
and like
end my turn.
Metroid, like the first one. I see them pretty regularly when I go to the retro store. You've yet to find physical copies in store?
I
Really?
solved your
Yeah,
deck.
see, that's interesting to me.
I draw.
It's really only Super and the Prime games that I have trouble finding.
Presenting Hydrogeddon. Okay. let's
Alright,
battle.
now we can finish this game.
Oxygeddon, attack.
Maybe other M, but we don't talk about that one. Yeah, that's true.
I'll use this. My
Alright, attack
monster
for game.
attacks you directly.
Bro, you hear that? She screamed with her chest. She put her whole into that. That is based. I love it. I hate that stuff in voice acting where the actor's like, ah, like, you know, like they like hold back, you know, like it sounds like they're not actually screaming. They're just pretending to scream. Nah, man. When you act, you gotta put your diaphragm into that, man. You gotta go, well, I'm not gonna do it right now because I'll blow out the mic because it's not set up for that, but like, you get what I'm saying. Never able to find Fusion or Zero Mission. Fusion was actually the first one I bought, like, physically. I saw it at the game store and I'm like, yeah, I'll get it for like 40 bucks. Other M had trash story, but its gameplay was interesting, clever. That's what I've heard. I've heard the gameplay is really good, but yeah, the story is pretty bad. Abyss Archfiends is the next deck we're playing. Alright, we're going first. Sense move dodge was shit though. Ah.
Kaiba, I will defeat you.
I will defeat you once and for all.
Duel
Here I go.
made the game
My
too
turn.
easy. Oh, so it's like the parry system in in Dread. Tribute one Archfiend monster on your side of the field. During this turn, one Terror King Archfiend on your side of the field can attack your opponent's life points directly. You can normal summon this card without tributing, but its original attack and defense become halved. If summoned this way, it is destroyed during the end phase. You cannot special summon any monsters except Fiend-type monsters. Once per turn, you can banish one Archfiend monster from your hand or graveyard. Then target one card on the field, destroy that target. It's pretty good. The controller of this card pays 500 life points during each of his or her standby phases. This card is targeted by the effect of a card. Roll the die and then you get a thing. We'll play you set face down. I need Necro Valley.
My turn is done.
Or no, it's not Necro. It's Pandemonium. There's a field spell for Archfiends that makes it so you don't have to pay their ridiculous effect cost. I need that.
Attack with a monster.
Other M is the Halo 4 or DMC of Metroid games.
Draw a card.
Damn. The equipped monster gains 1000 attack, but its effects are negated during each of your standby phases. Inflict 500 damage to the controller. Oh, that is so worth. Okay, check this shit out. All right, normal summon Archfiend Emperor, the first Lord of Horror.
Now is the time. I summon
But it's because of his
monster in
effect,
attack
he'll get
position.
destroyed at the end of the turn, and his attacker is only 1500. But check this out. Attach Axe of Fools. He gains an attack boost, and his effect's negated, which means his attack will go back to normal, going to 4000, and now he won't be destroyed at the end of the turn, because that effect's negated. Boom. Huge. Massive, even.
Time to battle. Here we
Bro,
go.
I just big-brained this. That was huge.
Will not
The
lose.
parry system in Dread needs timing. The timing is easy, but still. Sense move didn't need timing. You just mash left. Oh. Yeah, that does sound worse.
I end my turn.
Oh, wait, it's still destroyed? I thought it negated the effect.
My turn.
Candy Raid, sorry it was downside. No, you're good. Welcome in, Astral 7. Glad to have you. Bro, that's so... I thought I had him. I thought I big-brained that, and I didn't.
It's my turn.
I think I screwed up, guy. I think I might have screwed
draw
myself
a
over.
card.
What can I do to turn this around? Summon you.
All right. I summon a monster in attack position.
Alright, attack.
Let's battle.
Doesn't seem like it'll be destroyed by its effect or deal me damage, so that's good.
This can't be happening. My turn is done. Make you pay.
My favorite thing about these trial duels is that they have you use the most obscure decks. Like, no one plays these archetypes because they're really bad.
A card.
Okay, Arc Fiend Shoulder. Thank God. Okay.
I summon a monster in attack position.
Fashionably. Yellow Friends, Yu-Gi-Oh! Throwback. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Let's battle. Playtime is over.
Pokemon was definitely like a bigger, shaper, I suppose you could call it, of like my childhood. But like Yu-Gi-Oh was also up there, and I've been a fan of both since childhood. Like, I don't play the card game physically anymore because it's just so expensive. And honestly, I'm not a competitive person, but like I'm still a fan of watching the anime and playing like digitally. Now you're thinking of how Halo 4 again and how irrationally angry it made you, and how IGN gave it the highest score of any Halo. Ain't that the shit? Ain't that always what IGN does? Halo 4 was okay, but the plasma pistol was OP as hell. Sounds about right. Rampage of the Queen. It looks like we're using an Insect Queen deck for this. Nah, it was garbage. Man, y'all are the duality of man out here. Just are.
As the spider
If you are a true duelist, duel. Here I go.
Man, the game really said defeat
My field
the
spell
main
activates.
character of the anime who literally has the power to manipulate fate itself with a minor antagonist. That's what the game really just said that to me. Da-da-da-da. Resonance Insect. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, add one level 5 or higher insect-type monster from your deck to your hand. If this card is banished, send one insect-type monster from your deck to the graveyard except Resonance Insect. Well, I got nothing else I can do. Well, I can summon Cross-Sword Beetle. Let's go with that.
way. I summon a monster in attack position.
And we'll activate this too, just to keep it around, because I want a monster on the field, obviously. Alright, let's attack.
See how you like this.
Oh,
I activate an equip spell.
well, that doesn't do anything for E because it's in defense mode, but
Here I go.
My turn.
I draw a card.
I would comment on your guys' discussion about Halo, but I honestly know next to nothing about Halo, so I have nothing to add to this conversation.
Summon my field spell. My monster's effect. My monster's effect.
Oh, I hate Aromages. They don't even make any sense. It's literally just, alright, I summon 3 cards, I gain like 5,000 life points, I spam out a bunch of monsters. Like, I don't even understand how they work.
I attack your life points direct. My turn is done.
Draw.
Pretty sure I just lose.
I set a
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just lose. I don't see a way out of this.
It's my turn. I draw from my hand. My monster's
Okay, that's
my
just BM.
monster's effect.
That's just
My
BM. He
monster's
didn't need
effect
to add that
activates.
1,000 life points. His monsters already do that every turn. He's just being rude.
All right. I tribute summon among my field spell activates.
Okay, la.
Time to battle. Here we go.
Look at this. This is
My monster
ridiculous.
attacks. Let's do this. My monster attacks your life.
Ah.
Over. My monster.
I hate our mages. I hate them so much. Shut up, a town. 343 tried to get rid of the awesome iconic aliens with bright colors, blood in favor of Michael Bay robots, just to eventually turn Halo into a T-rated series. That's rough, buddy. We'll try one more time with the Insect Queen deck. If not, we'll just move on. There's no reason to keep playing the same deck over and over again if we can't win. Yeah, aren't the enemies in like... Isn't the whole lore of Halo is that all the enemies are, like, conquered and infected people? Like, different races, like, that have been, like forced into it by, like, some evil alien religion race? Something like that? I don't really know too much about Halo, but... Alright, we'll set you. Bunch of different species in the Covenant. Yeah, that's what I was gonna... Doesn't Halo have, like, a ton of, like, religious symbolism in it? You know, like, John, his name's John, and the Covenant, and, like, a bunch of other stuff. Some of them forced against their will. I'll activate Resinous Insect's effect. I'll take Doomdozer. The Ark? Yeah, that's definitely a Bible reference. Holy crap, was that a MF and Bible reference?
Exactly what I need.
Alright, let's take this guy. Watch the back row go off. Watch. Yep, there we go. BM, dog, BM. The Flood? Yeah, that's another funny Bible reference. Alien parasite that spreads and infects all organic life. Interesting.
Make way. I summon a monster in attack position.
And is intelligent. That sounds terrifying.
Let's see how you like this. My monster
Piercing
attacks.
damage. Binge.
It's feeding time. My monster attacks your life points directly.
And a turn.
And my
Here
turn.
I go.
So, like, after 3, is the enemy still the... what do they call them? The,
All right. I special
the
summon
Covenant?
a monster.
Or is it, like, new enemies?
My monster's effect activate. Here I go. I
Bruh,
select
come
my
on.
time is over. My turn is done.
Yeah, Covenant.
My turn.
You got the dinos. It's true, I got the dinos. Hello, Pokefan. They tried new enemies like you... Oh, that's right, you did mention that, yeah. Alright, check this shit out. Alright, I removed from play 2 of my insect monsters to special summon Doomdozer.
I special summon a monster.
Activate Resonance
My
Insect's
monster's
effect
activates.
to add Metamorphized Insect Queen to the graveyard. Then I'll summon Armored Bee.
I summon a monster in attack position.
And I'll activate Insect Armor with Laser Cannon.
Armor with laser cannon.
And equip it to Doomdozer.
Let's battle.
Alright, Doomdozer will attack Gigaplant.
Feeding time. My monster attacks. My monster's
I
effect
cannot afford to
activates.
lose.
The top card of your deck goes to the graveyard. Both of my monsters will destroy each other here. And then these guys will attack directly.
I attack your life points directly.
My cards will not fail me.
Then I'll activate Cocoon of Ultra Evolution.
I activate a quick play
Tribute
spell.
Doomdozer. So that I can summon out Metamorphized Insect Queen.
Make way. I special summon a monster.
And now I can make a last attack for game. GG. Ya boy, got in that win.
Congratulations. You win.
Halo 3 was literally meant to be the last in the series with the Covenant and Flood detected. Yeah, I feel like I remember reading that somewhere. I know enough about Halo to know that. But Bungie were contracted to make 2 more games, hence why ODST and Reach were both prequels. And ODST was a hack job using Halo 3 assets. In ODST, all the way back in 2009, Bungie were teasing their game Destiny and Easter eggs because they were ready to move on for that's right, they make Destiny now. I've heard Destiny's not very good either. Alright, looks like we're using a Sylvan deck next. Who's ready to play the VeggieTales deck? It's basically just a VeggieTale deck. It's basically just a deck of sentient fruit and vegetables. You've played some Destiny 2, still have no idea what's going on. That's what I hear.
Kaiba!
Every duel I've fought has
Duel! It's my turn.
Alright, I have never played Sylvans. I have no idea what they do. We'll summon
I'm
you.
counting on you. I summon a monster in attack position.
Want to become famous by followers and viewers on Big Fellow? I'd rather not, thank you. I don't know if you're a bot or an actual person, but yeah, no, I would rather not. Is it really fame if you have to buy the views and follows? Is that really fame or success, fellas? When this card's normal summoned, you can choose either 1 or 2, then activate that many excavate that many cards from the top of your deck. Send any plant type monsters to the graveyard and place the other cards on the bottom of your deck.
My monster's effect activates.
Activate
My monster's
Peacekeeper's effect.
activates.
You wouldn't download a Twitch video. I mean, I wouldn't.
I'm counting on you.
I mean, if anything, that's just kind of
special
sad,
summon
isn't
a
it?
monster.
Look, I'm okay with admitting I don't have many viewers or followers or regulars. Like, you know, that just is what it is. But it's just utterly... Wouldn't it just be kind of, like, utterly pathetic to just buy views? It's just kind of sad. You wouldn't download a subscriber? No, I wouldn't. Alright, I guess I end my
My
turn.
turn is done.
Here I go. Draw. Watch closely. I shoot from my
Insectinite,
hand.
huh?
I
Oh, I don't like
now,
that one
battle
bit.
now. I attack. I end
It's my turn. I draw a card.
Guys, I'll be honest, I have no idea what the heck I'm doing with this deck. I don't play Sylvans. They're very obscure archetype no one actually plays. I'll set you, and then my turn, I guess. Ham-fist it? Man, that's...
My
You
turn
just...
is done.
Listen, man, I have a
Here I
theater
go.
degree. I literally
Draw.
was trained in the art of
Let's
BSing.
do
Don't
this.
don't you test
I
me.
summon a monster in attack position. Battle. Watch and learn. I watch.
This
Oh,
is
it's got
far from
piercing?
over.
I
Oh, because of the other guy. Yeah, okay, I'm
I've
dumb.
completed
I
another
refuse to
flawless
lose.
turn.
I still believe in my cards. I
Ooh,
draw.
hello. Alright. I'll remove Rose Lover
My
from
monster's
play
effect activates.
to activate her effect and summon Sylvan Hermitry in attack mode.
Here I go.
For free!
I special summon a monster.
I'll activate its
My
effect.
monster's effect activates.
Activate Sylvan Marshmallow's
My
effect.
monster's effect activates.
Select card to destroy. I want to destroy Insect Knight. There we go. Alright, then I'm gonna summon Giga... Oh no, I don't want to summon Gigaplant, never mind. I'm gonna set you.
I set a monster.
Then I'll activate Dark Core.
I activate
I'll remove a card from my hand to remove one of their cards from play. And now I can attack directly.
Let's battle. Playtime is over.
Boom, baby. 2700 to the face. Hold that to your chest.
I'll make you pay. I draw. I'll play this. Will not now.
He took damage. There's no better feeling than your opponent running into your defense mode monster. There's no better feeling. That was some quality BS. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm good at BSing. What can I say?
My monster's effect activate now. My monster's effect activate. I expected you to do that. My
Select the card to destroy it. Get rid of your Insect Knight. Select the cards from your deck. I'll pick this one. Select the cards you wish to return to the deck in order of your choice. These, please.
I refuse to lose.
All right, he's got nothing on the
Still
field.
believe in my cards.
There's
I draw.
he just loses this turn. Like objectively, he just loses. Attack for game.
I attack.
There we go. All we do is win in this house. All right, you're back from doing laundry. What did you miss? I found a way to BS my way to victory without knowing what any of these cards do. Nice night, yeah. End your life. I end your life, Kaiba. True. Listen, Kaiba is something else, all right? So, like, okay, I don't know how many of you guys who are watching know much about the Yu-Gi-Oh lore, but I'm gonna list off some things that canonically Kaiba has accomplished within Yu-Gi-Oh's lore. So Kaiba inherited his father's military complex company at the age of 11 after being adopted and drove his dad to, well, disappear himself, we'll say.
Let's duel, Jaden.
So his dad owned a giant military manufacturing company. He dismantled it from the ground up and turned it into an entertainment company focusing in holograms and trading card games. He became the greatest card game player in the world, only to lose to a tiny Japanese guy. He got so mad that he lost to him that he threw giant card game tournaments for years trying to beat him and never could. He got so mad he could never beat him that he decided to open up private high schools around the entire world where people could learn how to play trading card games. He made trading card games and the technology for holograms and stuff so easily accessible that he effectively replaced and owned war and economics, and it's all been replaced with trading cards. Trading cards. Then he he opened up a contest for anyone to design a Yu-Gi-Oh card to get turned into real cards, and then he had that, and then he took the cards and he shot them into space on a rocket because he wanted to prove not only that alien life existed, but he wanted to show them how to play the same card game he was obsessed with so that he can get a run back on aliens since he could never defeat his ancient Egyptian pharaoh rival. And then this man, because he sent cards into space, they were hit with a radioactive light ray that turned them into a living civilization of aliens that worshipped trading cards and tried to invade the planet. Then, this man funds a company that creates a machine that creates infinite energy. Infinite energy! And it fuels giant motorcycles that people drive around at like 200 miles per hour and play card games on, and them playing card games on those bicycles helps generate infinite energy for the entire world. And then that infinite energy machine blows up and basically blows up an entire city full of people and almost causes an apocalypse of giant machine monsters to destroy the entire world. This man is absolutely insane. He did all of this just because he got mad he lost a card game. He did all of this because he got mad he lost a card game. There is no character in all of anime that is as petty as Seto Kaiba, and I gotta respect the hell out of that, man. Oh yeah, we've all been there, you know? Sometimes you just get really upset and you build a jet shaped like your ace card that's a dragon, you know? Sometimes you just gotta make a giant dragon jet.
I know you'll help me out. I summon a monster in attack position.
Yell and pound your fist. True, yeah. I forgot to mention his greatest feat of all. So all of that was in the anime timeline. The manga timeline of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is different. In the manga timeline, he does something that completely is crazier than all of that.
Here
My
I
turn's
go.
done.
I draw.
He is so upset
I set a
in the manga
monster.
timeline. He
I
never
set a
got to
card.
defeat the ancient Egyptian pharaoh that lived inside his enemy, his rival's puzzle. That he created a machine that literally sends him to the ancient Egyptian afterlife just so that he could play a card game against his rival he never got to defeat. And then he comes back. The man created a machine to travel to the afterlife and back so he could play a card game. That is some Chad shit. That is some Chad shit.
I'll end my turn.
Here I go. Mike, I draw.
How careless.
What does this card do? Did you
I
dance?
use
Reduce
my
levels of
face
all
down
monsters
card.
I control by... What does that
My
even do? That
continuous
that does
trap
nothing.
activates.
I'm counting on you, buddy. I summon a monster in attack position.
After losing a game, flip a table, yell and pound your fist, or just completely restructure civilization. Yeah! You just summed up all of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's all of Yu-Gi-Oh!
This. Attack.
That's what, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just wildin'.
Direct attack.
Now we activate
I
Mask
activate my
Change,
quick play spell. Mask change.
and now we get another attack to finish
I
the
know
game.
You'll help me out. I special. This is game. Direct attack.
Bye-bye! Oh, that was from her chest. She put her all into that scream.
And that.
I respect that. Alright, another one down. Alright, what's the next one? Elemental Heroes? Alright, I'm fine with that. I like superheroes. I like the MCU. I like Spider-Man. Speaking of which, I was recently announced that, because I know there were rumors going around, like, is Tom Holland from the MCU gonna, like, renew his contract with Marvel? Is Sony and Disney gonna come to a conclusion, like, come to an agreement? Like, are they gonna lose Spider-Man? I went on a rant about this in a stream from a few weeks ago. But yeah, apparently they came to a conclusion, and Disney will make another 3 movies with Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
I throw down a face down.
Honestly, I'm totally fine with that because I really like Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. I think they're fun. I really like Spider-Man.
Here's my
So-
field spell, Skyscraper. I set a monster. My turn.
I mean, as long as Sony keeps making the Spider-Verse animated movies, I'm fine with this.
Here goes nothing.
Activate
I
this.
reveal my face down card. My trap activates.
Add it to my hand. And I'll activate this.
Here goes nothing. Check out my face down card. My trap
And I'll add it to my
activates.
hand.
Oh yeah. It's my draw.
Alright, draw.
Here is Elemental Hero.
You just want to see
Wildheart.
Tobey Maguire show up and save the day? I think it would be really cool to have all the old Spider-Man show up, preferably with his emo dancing haircut. That would be funny. I don't think you're alone in that though. I think a lot of people want like the
Wildheart,
last
do
2
your
live action
thing.
Spider-Man to show up
Wild
in the new movie. I know you're not alone on that.
Now's my chance. Now go. Now go.
I mean, honestly, I've never seen the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies because I heard they were trash, but like, he can come back too, I guess. But Tobey Maguire is definitely the one people actually care about, let's be honest.
Oh yeah. It's my turn.
Since his movies are god-awful, yeah.
Monster's effect activates.
It's everyone's favorite golden boy, elemental hero Sparkman. Time to battle.
Alright, Sparkman will destroy the token.
Sparkman,
Now's my
attack.
chance.
What does this do?
Monster's effect activates.
I don't know what that did. Original Spider-Man movies just had soul to them. No, I agree. They were good.
Draw. You're not I have no time for just.
Sam Raimi. Okay, here's the thing. I like Spider-Man 1 and 2, and Spider-Man 3 is good for memes. But like, the first two movies were legitimately great. Oh, this man's about to go down, boy. Alright, summon Sparkman.
Everyone's favorite golden boy, elemental hero
Activate Backup Rider.
I activate
He gains
a
1500 attack. Now he can get over his monster. It's over. It's over for him.
to battle. Sparkman,
Take him out.
static shockwave.
I don't think so.
Oh, crap.
I flip over my face.
A lot of people have nostalgia for them. Plus, Sam Raimi was the best. That's true. Well, you know, Sam Raimi is coming. Apparently, he's directing the Doctor Strange sequel movie. Like they gave him the reins to direct the new Doctor Strange sequel. So who knows what he's gonna do with that? I'm excited for that. I like Doctor Strange. I think he's a cool character. I think there's some controversy with that. I think the controversy with Doctor Strange is the fact that, like,
From my hand, I
well, I don't
activate a
actually know.
spell.
Never mind. I'm not gonna talk out of turn as if I know things.
Let's battle. Oh, you're going down. Direct attack. Go. Direct attack.
But yeah, I think Doctor Strange is gonna be weird, the sequel, because the movie Marvel was allegedly trying to lessen the weirdness Sam Raimi was adding to it. See, they shouldn't do that. I know Marvel wants to, like, okay, here's the thing. I know Marvel wants to, like, keep things consistent since it's all in the same universe, you know? Like, it's not like story beats have to be, but as long as he keeps, like, story, like, if they're like, okay, these characters need to live and you need to give hints for this next movie, as long as he does that, I don't see why they have to like, tell them, like, what they can and can't do, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they should just be let to make the movie how they want, so long as they, you know, keep the characters alive and stuff that, like, they need for future movies. They're trying to rein them in. After Endgame, they gotta do something different or fresh. What they have out right now is so bland. Endgame sucked! What? Endgame was awesome! Okay, tell me that scene where Cap pulls Thor's hammer and starts beating the shit out of Thanos, and then and then the portals open up behind him, and then the music swells. That was hype. That was the Darth Vader, I am your father of our generation. I'm just gonna say it. That scene will go down in history, in cinematic history, whether you like Marvel or not. Think all Marvel movies are kind of bad. Some are sporadically good. Guardians is good. Nah, dude, okay. I think, I'm not saying, like, all the Marvel movies are, like, high art for the most part, but I think, like, for the most part, they're all fine popcorn films, with a few of them being, like, outstanding movies. Like, I'd argue, like, Captain America Civil War and Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 and Iron Man, the original one, and then, Avengers and, not Endgame, Infinity War. Those are all legitimately great movies. Like, legitimately, like, great. I would call those, the rest of them, fine. I understand, you know, like, those are just, they are, like, okay to, like, bad, but, like, those, like, Marvel's put out some actually great movies. You couldn't care less about Captain Marvel or the Avengers. You like how they made Thor funny? I know some people got mad about that because it's like it's like not really in his character to be goofy and silly, like he's more stoic. But like the first two Thor movies tried that and like they bombed. They were so dull. So I agree with you. I'm glad I actually rewatched because I've been doing a Marvel Cinematic Universe rewatch the past few months, and I finally watched Thor Ragnarok again yesterday night. And it was actually pretty good. It was really Ragnarok is another good one. I liked Ragnarok. But yeah, I like that they made Thor funny. But yeah, Doctor Strange, the sequel is gonna be weird because, like, it's literally in the title, Multiverse of Madness. So they're gonna be doing, like, multiversal stuff. So who knows if they're gonna add it. I know there are rumors, like, because Marvel got the rights back for Fantastic Four and for the X-Men, that they're gonna use the next few movies to, like, introduce them. So maybe that'll come into this. And then Scarlet Witch is gonna be a major character, and, like, some of the stuff from the Scarlet Witch show, WandaVision, like that stuff from the elements from that show are gonna be in the movie. And then they still have the hook from Mordo from the first Doctor Strange movie that they can work on. And then apparently there are rumors that Loki is gonna be in Doctor Strange 2, so I have no idea what's gonna happen with Doctor Strange 2. I'm interested in seeing what they pull up. The visuals in the Doctor Strange movies are always good. I feel like you have to admit that. Like, the visual effects are really good for Doctor Strange. They're gonna save it for later? Yeah, maybe. I know nothing about this archetype. What If was amazing. Proof they can write well, but they can't do shit. Okay. I feel bad because I'm not trying to start a fight, but genuine, like, I didn't like What If very much. I liked 1 or 2 episodes of it, but, like, overall, I didn't care for it much. My biggest issue with What If is it just felt like the writers going, what if we just make, like, we take the movies, but they're kind of depressing? Like, what if we just make the ending sad? Like, they're just like, what if we just, like, kill off a bunch of characters and make it sad? I don't know, like, there's nothing wrong with that, obviously. Like, you can make... Okay, here's what I'll say. Here are the episodes I thought the Peggy Carter episode was okay. I thought the Ultron episodes were pretty good. The second part I liked better than the first part. I liked, what's it? The one where, the zombie one? I actually hate Marvel zombies as a concept. Like, I don't like zombies in general. I think it's a boring cliche, but that one was actually pretty decent. The one where Killmonger saves Tony Stark, that one was actually pretty interesting. And then there were a few other episodes, but, like, I don't even remember them off the top of my head. Yeah, Marvel Zombies is, like, I don't know how much you know about the comics, but, like, it's based off, like, a comic series they did back in the aughts. And it was controversial back then, too, because it was just so, like, edgy and over the top. And it was just, like, really... What do you call it? It was, like, very, like... They just kind of ignored how a ton of characters have healing powers or, like, really over-the-top powers to justify all these characters becoming evil zombies. It was just kind of ridiculous. I think that's my issue with the Ultron thing, is that the Ultron winning. I don't have a problem with Ultron winning, like that premise. My problem with it is that there were tons of plot holes in that episode. Like, why didn't Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, like, stop him in the first place like they did in the original movies? Like, why did he succeed that time? Where were the Avengers this time? They didn't explain why they didn't show up to fight in the first place. Like, how did Hulk die? I can buy the rest of them dying, but Hulk is literally unkillable. How did he kill the Hulk with a nuke? I don't buy that. And then also just him one-shotting Thanos. Yeah, what happened to Thanos. Him one-shotting Thanos, that was the big one. Like, Thanos literally just shows up with all the Infinity Stones except for the Soul Stone, and he just one-shots of that. I don't buy that. Like, you're telling me Vision... I mean, you're telling me, like, all these powerful characters to combine couldn't take Thanos, but then Thanos shows up with all the stones and he gets one-shot. It's just like, I don't know, man. I mean, I get it, because they're trying to... It's the same thing with all these what-if stories. They, like, ignore plot holes for the sake of the story happening. I get that. It's just like... I don't know. It felt kind of, like, contrived. I don't mind it a ton, but it felt very much like, why... This doesn't make any sense. I wish they did more with Ultron slowly conquering. That would have been more interesting. I agree with you. Thanos had one stone, but he didn't though. He had all the stones except for the Soul Stone at that point. Yeah, there's no way that Thanos, who had literally every Infinity Stone except for the Soul Stone, could have lost at that point. There's no way. I refuse to believe that he could. And I get it, again, they did it because they wanted to justify the plot happening. But, I don't know, it just felt a little contrived. I feel like they could have come up with better reasoning. He can't use him if he's at... Okay, but here's the thing, like, you're telling me that he holds, like, 5 out of 6 of the, like, leftover, like, energy of the Big Bang, and he can't survive a laser? Like, he can survive a fight with Hulk with 1 Infinity Stone. You're telling me with 5 of them, he wouldn't... I don't know, I just don't buy that.
From my hand, I activate a spell. My turn is done.
Get ready.
I don't know, What If was fine.
Let's do this.
I didn't mind What If. I'm more interested in seeing what they do with it in the future.
I end my
It's
turn.
my turn. I draw a card. My turn is done.
Get ready.
Marvel shows are kind of... I mean,
Here I come.
I don't know. I
Summon
really
a
like
monster in
superheroes,
attack position.
so I don't mind it. Like, I'm not saying it's high art or anything, but like, I feel like Marvel in general is pretty comfy, like, you know, popcorn stuff. You know, you just turn it on, get relaxed. You have a pretty decently enjoyable TV show or movie,
It's clearly obvious.
with very few of them being like actually bad.
I draw.
But I know that's like an unpopular. I know it's like pretty like.
Will now battle.
I think it's pretty down the middle. Like
My monster
I've met plenty of
attacks your
people
life
like you guys who are like,
directly.
I don't like Marvel, I think it's boring or outright bad. But like, and then there's just as many people who are like, oh, I really love Marvel, I think it's great. I feel like it's pretty down the line at this point. And I don't think there's anything wrong with not liking it. You know, I'm not saying like, you're wrong. Like, no, I get your guys' complaints, I get that. But I don't know, I just really like superheroes. I like a lot of the Marvel characters and genuinely want to see what happens to them. And I mean, look, I'm a man in my mid to late 20s who still enjoys Power Rangers. Like, just watching dudes in suits beat the shit out of giant monsters. Like, I don't know, that's just fun to me. I don't know, maybe I'm just easily entertained, I don't know. You're sick of them at this point because there's been too many. I can understand that. I mean, look, I'll say it at this rate. Like, at least the MCU is better than like the DCU. And I'm not talking about like the Dark Knight Rises or Joker. I'm specifically talking about like the DC movies meant to be their own connected universe to rival Marvel. That stuff's garbage. And I like DC too, so I'm not just saying that because I'm like a fanboy. It's not even that you don't like Marvel, you like Marvel stories, but the movies are so half-assed. But all these cinematic universes exist because of Marvel. I mean, it's inevitable. If somebody achieves something, like, everybody wants to copy them, right? I mean, Disney successfully makes animated musicals, everyone tries to copy them. Shrek successfully makes, like, a funny, like, parody of traditional Disney animated movies. Everyone tries to copy them. You know, it's just inevitable. I don't know if it's fair to blame Marvel for that, just because they succeeded. Shazam and the Suicide Squad, the latest one, were pretty... That's what... Shazam I did like. I did see Shazam and I liked that one. And I have heard that the newest Suicide Squad made by James Gunn was good. But the first Suicide Squad was not good. The first Suicide Squad was not good. I do want to see the new Suicide Squad when I get the chance.
From my hand, I activate
It's impressive what Marvel did, but they inspired so much crap. I mean, I agree. I think, like, there's a lot of it that's not good. But, again, I don't know if it's fair to blame Marvel for that. Birds of Prey was kind of... I disagree. I didn't like Birds of Prey. I kind of dislike Birds of... I don't like their I don't like modern depictions of Harley Quinn. I think, like, outside of the 90s cartoon, people just keep trying to adapt her, and it never works.
My monster's effect activates. My turn is done.
Here I
The
go.
new one has your favorite DC
It's my
villain in it.
turn. Draw. Watch closely.
She's like a different character in each
I
of the three
summon a
movies she's been in.
monster
Yeah.
attack position. Battle.
I mean, I'll say I liked Harley Quinn in the Birds of Prey movie more than in Suicide Squad, but... And I don't even think it's Margot Robbie's fault, because Margot Robbie has proven she's a good performer. It's just like what they give her to work with is just nothing.
All right. I summon a
'Cause she's
monster, my
schizophrenic.
monster's effect activates.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Harley Quinn worked better as like she's a sane woman playing insane because she's because she's in love with the Joker. I don't really care for like the new direction they take it. Harley in the cartoons is way better. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Harley Quinn canonically has a personality disorder. But that's what I'm saying. I know that that's the case. I know that that's the case, but originally when she was first created, that wasn't the case. And I think that all the changes they've made to her character have like actively made her less interesting.
From my hand,
Like in the original
I
cartoon
activate a quick
series,
play spell.
she was just... In the original cartoon series, she was a completely sane woman who, like, was driven crazy because of who retained her sanity, but she basically went crazy in love with the Joker. Like, she wasn't literally crazy, but, like, she was so head over heels for him that she lost all common sense. But, like, and, like, the whole, like, highlighting of the abuse and how terrible it was. And nowadays, it's just kind of, like, they kind of, like, glorify the relationship between the Joker and Harley. Like, I just don't like that. I hate that. Batman animated series, Superman animated series, Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, and Batman Beyond. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. That was some good stuff.
From my hand, I activate a spell.
Batman Beyond in particular, I was a big fan of.
Here we go.
I liked how sleek the outfit was.
Attacks.
Jared Leto Joker, yeah.
I activate a spell.
In his defense, they cut out a lot of his scenes. Like, that whole movie was kind of a disaster in terms of what they used and what they didn't.
Draw.
To be fair to Jared
Watch
Leto.
closely. I summon a monster net. Watch and learn.
But yeah, comparing Jared Leto to Joker to like
Refuse to lose.
Dark Knight Joker isn't really much of a fair comparison. Danny DeVito as Penguin was funny. Yes, I will give you that. That was good.
My monster's effect activates.
Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea how these cards work. I'm literally just playing cards.
From my hand, I activate a quick play spell.
Speaking of cinematic universes, I love looking back at all the failed cinematic universes. Yeah, the monster cinematic, the monster cinematic universe, the dark universe or whatever they called it. That was garbage. I never even saw that Mummy remake, but I heard it was bad.
From my hand, I activate a spell.
To be unfair to Jared Leto, he literally terrorized his showmates and called it method. Ugh. As somebody who went to school to be an actor, do not get me started on method acting. I have such a huge issue with method acting. But yeah, no, you're right. It was, yeah, he did a lot of weird, messed up stuff. Yeah, no, they did some mess. He did some crazy stuff. It was like, what? It's method acting. It's fine. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get this heated.
Let's battle. Here we go.
Listen, I'll say this. Method acting is actively harmful to the person who does it and to everyone around them.
That's the end of my turn.
That's why they act so much of this. Yeah.
I'll play this.
Yeah, because Jared Leto also. Yeah.
Watch
Or
and
because
learn.
Heath Ledger. Yeah.
My monster attack. I've completed
Method acting is just not healthy. It's just straight up. It's not good for you. It shouldn't be attempted.
From my hand, I activate an equipped spell. All right. I special summon a
You
monster.
think that'll work out? Let's do this. I special summon a monster.
All right. I tribute summon
Yeah,
a monster.
just method acting in general isn't healthy.
Let's battle. Let's do this. I attack with a monster. That's the end
Here I go.
of my turn.
Draw.
I mean, I understand why they do it.
I-
because,
I
like,
end my
I will
turn.
not lose.
There's this saying in
Still
acting,
believe in my card.
and it's called living
draw.
truthfully under imaginary circumstances. So, like, I get wanting to... basically what that means is, obviously, like, if I'm playing Cat in the Hat, I am not literally the Cat in the Hat. Obviously. But you have to, like, portray the Cat in the Hat, and you have to act in such a way that you are truthfully... You are truthfully portraying real human emotion, like, and vulnerability, in ways that make sense for the character, but is also believable for a real person, so that the scene is believable. You know what I mean? I get that, obviously, and you know, it is such a thing to, like, recall, to remember or, like, surface, like, memories or past events in your life that can help you relate to the character. That could be similar. You know, like, if I'm playing a character who's, like, crying because their loved one just died, you can try and tap into the emotions you felt when someone you were close with in life died, and try and channel that feeling. But the problem with method acting is it's literally doing that kind of thing 24/7, and that stuff messes with your psyche. It messes your mental state up entirely. It's terrible for you.
Time to battle. Here we go.
I'm the Joker, baby. That video is really good. I like that video.
That's the end
Get ready.
of my turn.
Draw. I said I end my
I
turn.
will not lose. I still believe
Yeah,
in my
no, I
cards.
definitely have an
I
issue
draw.
with...
Now is the time.
I definitely have a big issue with,
I set this card
with
face
method
down.
acting. It's... dare I say it, it's
Let's
problematic.
Let's do this. I attack with a monster.
Like, obviously, the performances can come out good from method acting. I'm not questioning that. but at what cost? Is it worth your mental health?
Of my turn.
Here I
Or like
go.
being a nuisance to people around you? I don't think it is.
I end
I
my
will
turn.
not lose. I still believe in my cards. I draw.
Anyways, this was a message from your boy Titus,
An equipped
who
spell.
went to college to learn how to act.
Let's battle. Here we go. I attack with a monster. Playtime is over.
Finally, we won. I had no idea what I was doing that whole time.
Yugi Kaiba.
I think DC could learn a lot from Guardians of the Galaxy, where they take really obscure characters and don't take itself too seriously and like make a movie out of it. I think they could do a lot with that kind of like. There's so many DC characters who are just as niche that nobody knows about. Remember when Sony was gonna make a Sinister Six movie? I remember. I think that's what they're trying to do with the new Spider-Man movie. Because they've already confirmed Dr. Octopus,
Why are you always
Electro,
hanging
Sandman, and Green Goblin are all coming back.
You ready?
And
It's my turn.
we already know that the Vulture exists and Spider-Man, and I mean, well, alright, Mysterio's dead, but you know what I mean. Like, they could easily do, and now that they've confirmed they're doing another 3 Spider-Man movies, they could easily do a Sinister Six movie now. They had so many movies lined up. Yeah, I remember that, yeah. Back in the day, they had a ton more movies planned. But then Spider-Man 3 bombed so hard that they just decided, nah. Let's see, what do we do here? Let's summon you.
This card is just
Black
what I
Cat
need.
movie. A Black Cat movie might have actually been pretty interesting, I'm not gonna lie.
I'll end my turn.
You'll regret those moves. I'm scared. You should be.
Actually, I don't know, have you guys played the Spider-Man PS4 games? They're pretty good. Black Cat was interesting in
Here I
that.
go. I draw.
I don't think so. I reveal my face down card. My trap activates.
I think, you know what I think would be interesting? I think that they should make, I think Sony should keep making like, animated movies with Spider-Man characters. Like, Spider-Verse is just so good. Just do that for all the characters you still have the rights to. Like, make a Venom movie, but it's animated. At least it'll be interesting to watch visually. There's literally an email with Kevin Feige and the head of Sony where he's begging them to fix Amazing Spider-Man 2. That's hilarious.
I'll play this. I summon a monster
That
in
is
attack
genuinely
position.
funny.
Hold Enchanter's effect activates. I activate my monster's
Venom was good,
effect.
Venom 2 was disappointing. I heard both of them weren't very good, but to be fair, I haven't seen either, so I can't, like, say, like, I can't really, you know. I can't really give my fair statement on that matter.
Summon a monster.
I've actually heard that Venom 2, like the end credits scene, like, okay, spoilers, if you're watching this as a VOD later, or if you're watching this now live and you don't want spoilers for the end of Venom 2's end credit scene, just mute yourself for the next 20 seconds, okay? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, the end credit scene, like, apparently, I heard that, like, at the end credit scene of Venom 2, he falls into the universe of the MCU, and they set him up as a villain for Tom Holland's Spider-Man. So that's kind of interesting. I'd be interested to see what they do with that.
Time for battle.
That end credit scene is so cringe. The fight scenes were kind of bad.
How's
But that's like the most important part.
attack with my monster?
Because even if the story is garbage, you can at least be like, well, at least the fight scenes were interesting to watch. If they've messed that part up, like, what are you
Here
doing?
I go. I draw. Serve me. I tribute. Sending a card. I set a card. Let's finish him.
Here I go.
The
My
giant,
turn.
two giant goo monsters
draw.
fighting each other. Yeah, I've seen anime before.
From my hand, I activate a spell. Welcome my favorite lady, Blizzard Princess.
There we go.
Here I go. Let's do this.
Attack.
Princess.
And attack
You're
directly.
finished. I attack you
They were
back,
better in the first one.
monster.
You'll pay for
Again, I haven't seen either movie, so I can't fairly judge.
make me No.
Time
I don't
to
know, I guess I just
decide.
don't really care about
It's
Venom.
my turn.
Because I really
I'm
like
going to
Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. I think he's a cool character. But, like, I could not care less about Venom. Because to me, the significance of Venom is when he's making, like, a troubling dilemma for Spider-Man to face as, like, a villain. But in a movie without Spider-Man, I just have no reason to care about Venom. Wish they'd bring back Wesley Snipes for the Blade reboot. Yeah, I know they're making a new Blade movie, but they confirmed already Wesley Snipes isn't coming back to be Blade, which is unfortunate. But considering now that they acknowledge the multiverse exists, like they could totally have him show up as an alternate Blade at one point. They totally could. In the second one, they were super zoomed in to avoid the CGI and 18 rate. Yeah, that makes sense. Steel Swarm Crusaders. Never understood the Venom. I think it's just because he's such like a dark like reflection of Spider-Man, you know what I mean? Like people saw the dark suited Spider-Man in like cartoons and games as a kid and they're like, whoa, Spider-Man, but he's dark and edgy, and you know, they got attached to Venom. DC is doing their multiverse too? Are they really?
Every duel.
Man, I don't care that
Here
I
I
don't
go.
care about the DC movie. Flashpoint with Flash meeting Tim Burton. Really? That's interesting. If for no other reason than the Tim Burton era Batman.
I set this card face down. From my hand,
All right, activate
activate a
card
spell.
advance. Alright, I'll put them in that order. Then I'll summon
I'm
you.
counting on you. I summon a monster in attack position.
And I'll end my turn.
My turn is done.
Here I go.
The multiverse is
It's
going to
my
be a
turn.
big reset button for
Draw.
Marvel so they can hire
I'll
cheaper
play
actors
this.
and spend less
I summon a
Yeah, I
monster
mean,
in attack
it's a smart
position.
business move.
Will not don't blink. I end my
This
turn.
is it's my turn. I draw a card.
I think it would be a dumb move because
Summon
like
a monster in attack position.
it like removes
Time to
all
battle.
stakes and sense of impact.
Here
Like
we go.
if they like recasts
Attack
like
of the
Iron
monster.
like
You'll
if
have
they
to do
like I
better
know
than
that there are other characters who have been Iron Man or Iron Man adjacent characters. Like they're making a show for Riri Williams, who is Iron Heart, who is an Iron Man type character but isn't literally Iron Man. That's fine. But if they were just like, no, Iron Man is back, but it's a different actor than Robert Downey Jr., like, what would be the point of that? You're just robbing the impact of, like, all the character development and all the stuff that Iron Man accomplished in the movies up to this point.
My turn is done.
Like,
Get
Iron
ready.
Man had a great
My
character
turn.
arc, in my
Draw.
opinion, and his ending was very
I end my
impactful.
turn.
Here I go.
And I think if they just decided,
turn.
screw that, we're just gonna bring back
I
another
draw
Iron
a
Man,
card.
like, it would ruin the purpose of the sacrifice. A quarter of Infinity War Endgame's budget went to him. That's true. That's true. He did get paid handsomely for his work.
Here I go.
I mean,
Tribute summon
I don't have a problem with actors getting paid really well, but I mean, like, I don't know. If I was if I was an actor, I don't know if I would charge that much. I feel like when numbers get that high, it's just kind of like meaningless. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, what are you even gonna do with all that money?
It's my turn.
I don't begrudge him for it. It's just I don't think I would ever use that much money.
My turn.
Is it smart? Nobody will watch movies that nobody enjoys. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's smart business-wise, but like in terms of like keeping the franchise alive, it is not smart because it like removes all stakes from characters who have died or who might die, and like people are attached to like those depictions of the characters. So yes, it makes sense from like a business standpoint, but from like a standpoint of like actually making a long-lasting series, no, it doesn't actually work. Or at the very least, if they decided they wanted to do that, they would have to wait a very, very long time. Like, I'm talking like if somehow the MCU is still making movies in 30 years, if at that point they wanted to bring in a new Iron Man, at that point, fair enough. But like, it's way too early to ever consider that.
Playtime is over.
And quite frankly, no franchise should be around with one continuity for that long either. So,
Let's do this.
the latest Ghostbuster used a CGI Harold Ramis. Oof. I mean, did they get permission from his estate? I think they have to get permission from the families of like those actors to be able to do that.
Draw.
If they didn't get permission, that's messed up. But if like his estate gave permission, then fair enough, I guess.
Will now battle. Don't blink.
Like, I agree. It's pretty like, bro, come on. But if they got permission, then fair. Like if they got permission from his family, then fair enough, I guess. His estate got a nice big check, yeah.
Here I go. My turn. I draw a card.
I think that's more of like a, you have to ask that's something as an actor or a big name celebrity you have to discuss with your family, like before you die, you know? Like, are you comfortable with being used in that way after you're gone? I don't know. That is beyond my scope of being able to understand, to like relate, you know what I mean? Family will probably just do whatever if the money is big enough. Unfortunately, that is true in some cases, yeah. Anyway, you should really be in bed. It's nearly 5. Oh, that's right. You're over in, like, the UK or something, right? Yeah, it's pretty late there. Get some rest, my man. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. They can't do CGI doubles. True. Been nice discussing stuff with you guys. Yeah, it's been fun. Thanks for stopping in, Kuro. Get some sleep. Good night. Alright, on to the next duel. Get affiliate, that's a threat. Bro, I'm trying. I'm fighting for my life out here, bro. I'm fighting for my life. I'm trying so hard.
Duel.
I'll get there
It's my
eventually.
turn.
Hopefully. One day, maybe. We'll see. We're all trying, yeah.
From my
Card
hand,
advance.
I activate a spell.
Alright, I'll put them in that order. Then I'll summon you.
Here I go. I summon a monster in attack position. My turn is done.
Here I go. Draw from my hand. I activate a spell.
I think I know the meter of the follower goal up above says it's at 49, but I'm pretty sure I've already hit the 50 marker. It's just the like having the average viewer number at this point. That's honestly the hardest part. Yeah, yours says 53 right now. Yeah, I mean that's good. I'm happy about it.
I end my
But yeah, I
turn.
definitely gotta up that live viewer
Draw a
amount.
card.
I'll get there eventually, hopefully.
I'm counting on you. I summon a monster in attack position. From my hand, I activate an equip spell.
The average viewer is the hardest. Yeah.
From my hand, I activate an equip spell. Let's battle. Playtime is over.
Not so fast.
My monster
I
attacks.
reveal my face down card.
I activate
a
an
quick
equip
play
spell. Here we go.
You done, kid. 24 damage to the face.
This duel isn't over yet.
I end my turn.
I'll make you pay. My
So,
turn.
I don't know if I
draw
told this on stream,
from
but
my
the other
hand.
day was Thanksgiving,
I activate
right?
a
Like last
spell.
week. And so I had family over
From my hand.
for Thanksgiving,
I activate a
obviously,
spell.
and I asked like, hey, you know, do we only have like 6
I'll
beers? Do
play
you
this.
want me to go out and get some more alcohol at the alcohol store?
Now.
And they said, yeah, feel free to get, go and get us some more alcohol. And my mom specifically wanted the specific kind of wine she likes. So I went out and got it, but then I was like, oh, I'm out of wine for myself. I really like red wine. So I was like, I should get some red wine. So I bought 2 red wines. I was like, oh, my sister and my cousin are over and they're really into Korean stuff. I'm like, I should get a soju for them.
All right.
But they didn't. I didn't see any soju, so it's like I'll get them a sake instead. So I got a sake, and then I was like, oh, but I still got to get the beer. I still got to get the beer, so I bought a 6-pack of Modelo beer. And so I walk into this alcohol shop with spending like $75 or something on alcohol. I had like 4 bottles of wine and like 6. And like a pack of 6 of beer. It was ridiculous.
Time to battle. Let's
I probably
do
look
this.
like an alcoholic coming out of that place.
This duel
Here we
isn't
go.
over yet.
My
Guys,
monster
I promise you, I am not an alcoholic. I did not drink. I have only had a single glass of one of those red wines and like maybe one of those beers since then. I swear to you, I'm not an alcoholic. Noble Knight Merot. Yeah, the Noble Knights are cool. Medrot. Mecha Phantom Beast Wings. They're really pulling out like obscure card archetypes. Looks just like my avatar. If you played Yu-Gi-Oh, Andy, I'm almost certain you would play an archetype like Noble Knights, which is literally just an archetype of holy warriors with like classic knight armor stuff. It fits your aesthetic.
I will duel.
Oh, there are a few like
It's my turn.
archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh that are like very like warrior, old-fashioned type of like soldier type of decks.
Now's the time. I summon a monster in attack position. I set a card.
There's one card I always think
turn
of
is done.
when it comes to you, and it's this one card called the Marauding Captain. It's a very good card for like back. It was a very good card back in the day, and that card always reminds me of you. You're excited for Mimi to eventually get your 3D model. Oh, that's right. You only have the 2D one right now. I don't know if I'm gonna get a 3D. I'm kind of okay with being 2D.
I draw a card.
I don't know. Maybe one day.
Now's the time. I tribute summon a monster.
Once per turn, target one face-up monster on the field. That target's effects are negated. I'll do that.
My monster's effect activates.
Oh, hey, what's up, Lazy Fox? Titus, do you play Legacy of the Duelist on Switch? I do not. I have the game, but I haven't touched it in, like, years. I pretty much only play Duel Links, and then when the Master Duel game comes out, I'm gonna play a lot of that. I'm probably gonna play that instead of Duel Links once that comes out.
Time to battle. Here we go. I attack with with a monster. My
I
turn
don't
is
really
done.
care much for Legacy of the
It's
Duelist
my
because,
turn.
like,
Draw.
the one thing I will give Duel Links
I
is
set
it
a
has, like,
monster
story-related
face
stuff
I end my
in it.
turn.
It's my turn.
which I always think is really cool. Like, my favorite... Okay, so, like,
draw a
Yu-Gi-Oh!
card.
Games in, like, the Game Boy Advance DS era were, in my opinion, the perfect Yu-Gi-Oh! Games because they basically let you be a character either in the events of an anime series of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or, like, a made-up for the game story where you got to play a character alongside the other ones. And you got to slowly build a deck and there was, like, a story to play
Time to
through.
battle.
Like, that was cool to me. I don't really care for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games where it's just like I'm just dueling for the sake of dueling when there's no, like, story progression. Maybe I'm weird. Aim for the face? I am aiming for the face, Salasa, don't worry. Is it on the Switch? Yes, it is in fact on the Switch. It's on Switch, Xbox, and I think it's on everything.
You think that'll work on me? I'll play this. I special summon a
My
monster.
turn is done.
Salasa, you
Get
missed
ready.
it. We were talking
My
earlier
turn.
about
Draw.
Marvel and
Watch
DC
closely.
movies and how we are
I trip
tired
my
of them
monster's
and or not
effect
tired of them.
activates.
I like them, but
Will now
other
just
people were not. Other people in chat were not fond of them.
I end my
It's
turn.
my turn.
This
I
dude
draw
stole my
a card.
card.
I'm counting on you. I
You
summon
watched
a
the first
monster in
Iron Man and
attack
then thought
position.
I've seen enough. That's fair. Did you like the first Iron Man? Because I feel like the first Iron Man was like one of the few movies that people are like, oh, that's just a good movie. Didn't dislike it, just didn't get care to tie it in the whole concept of watching. Yeah, that's fair. You should probably go to. All right, well, take care, Andy. Thanks for hopping in. I appreciate it. It was good talking to you, man. And let me know about another collab between you, me, and Burke. Let's definitely figure. Yeah, for sure.
My turn is done.
Get ready. Draw.
But yeah, take care, man.
Watch
Get some
closely.
rest.
I summon a monster in attack position battle.
Good night.
Don't blink. I attack with a monster. Don't blink.
It's not over yet.
I've completed
I
another
refuse to
flawless
lose.
turn.
I still believe in my cards. I draw. I set a card.
What do I even do?
Now is the time. I summon a monster in attack position.
I have no idea what I'm doing. You'd love to play Yu-Gi-Oh with me, but not Duel Links? Well, you know, Master Duel is coming out in another month or two. When that comes out, if you plan on getting that, you could totally play on that, because I'm planning on playing that. I just don't play the Link Evolution one, is the thing. It was a good movie, generally speaking, but there's this concept of you needing to see all of the movies in order to really understand what's happening. On one hand, a person might argue it carries a story longer, like a television show, but a show doesn't charge you to watch each episode and try to sell you to them individually. That universe at this point has more episodes than some TV series. Yeah, no, I get it. That's understandable. I mean, I'm a fan of it. I like the MCU movies, but I could see why, you know. I do think if you only watched one, like watching the first Iron Man was good because, I mean, it was self-contained.
Playtime is over. My monster attacks. That's
But yeah,
the
no,
end.
not wanting to like keep up with every movie that comes out for the story overall. Yeah, no, I completely get that.
Monster in attack position.
Exactly what I was waiting for. I reveal my face down card. Here I go. I special summon
Will
a
now
monster.
Saw the last two and like two others and got the gist of it. Yeah,
Monster attacks.
I expected you to do that. I use my face down card. I activate a quick play spell. Here I go. I special summon a monster.
Watch and learn. I attack with
I
a
can
monster.
still
I've
turn this
completed
duel
another
around. I
flawless
refuse
turn.
to lose. I still believe in my cards.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Woo!
I'm counting on you. I summon a monster in attack position. Time to battle. Let's do this! I attack with a monster.
Is that the best you got?
That's the
I
end.
will say, for better or worse, I think the MCU movies are gonna go down as like
I'll play this.
like
I summon a monster and
there are a
attack
lot
with
of
this.
moments from
My monster's
individual
effect
MCU movies that are gonna go down in cinematic history in the same way that like
Now,
Luke, I am your father
I
is
attack
did.
with a monster. Watch
Like
and
Thanos is
learn.
probably gonna reach the same level as Darth Vader in like iconic villains in movies. Which is weird because he's been a character for like 80 years in comics before that movie, but you know. Alright, we'll try one more time with this deck. Sorry, I had to yawn. Hopefully the mic didn't like pick that up a ton.
Kaiba, I will defeat you.
Every
Kaiba,
duel
I
I've
will
fought has
defeat
led
you.
up to
I
this
can't do a
moment.
Dan
The
Green
moment
impersonation. I
finally
wish to
take
God I
down
could.
Yugimoto and regain my top duel.
I don't see
Here
it in
I
the
go.
store to pre-order.
My turn.
Oh no, it's not like a console game. It's a PC game.
I set a card. I set this card face down. Now is the time.
Honestly, expect Disney to ruin the goodwill people have towards Marvel and Star Wars, both by trying to stretch it half to death. Eventually, they'll start reaching, quality will drop. Many have argued Star Wars already happened. And the name will stop calling back fond memories, instead frustrated groans. At that point, it's downhill. Yeah, like you were just saying, I think for some people it already has. A lot of people are sick and tired of Marvel movies.
My turn is
And,
done.
Get ready.
A lot of people
turn.
also, a lot of people, including myself, thought the newest Star Wars movies were pretty garbo.
Exactly what I was waiting for. I reveal my face down card. All right. I special summon a monster.
I end my turn.
Here I go. My turn. I draw a card.
Let's see.
I set this card face down. Let's battle. Playtime is over. My continuous trap activates. Now is the time.
I feel like
Special summon a monster.
I feel like Disney needs to mix up their portfolio.
My
Like,
turn
if
is
they
done.
want to keep making Marvel
Get ready.
and you
My
know,
turn. Draw.
and
Here
Star
I
Wars stuff,
come.
that's fine. But
I
I feel like they themselves have been really lacking on like
Exactly
making
what I
new
was waiting
original
for.
stuff
My
within their own
now is the
studio.
time.
And like it really showed. Like the last movie, like it took until this year releasing Encanto to make a half decent animated movie for the first time in like 5 or 6 years.
I end my turn.
It's my turn. I draw a card. My continuous trap activates. I'm counting on you. I special summon a monster. All right. I tribute summon a monster. My monster's effect activates. Let's battle.
Take the silent film era of 20s and 30s, then take the action and drama films of the 60s and such. It's supposed to be timeless classics, but where are they now? If anywhere, they're in obscure streaming locations buried underneath a lot of other things forgotten. People in time will move on from the movies. No doubt the comic aspect of Marvel will continue, but Disney will beat the movies. No, you're right. I agree with you. Like, a few of the movies will remain iconic
My monster
in the same way that there were a couple of really huge movies from those eras of film that stay iconic today, but the rest will be forgotten. You're right, absolutely right. But that's kind of just the nature of things.
Here I go. Draw. I end my turn.
Most
my
art will
turn.
not be remembered.
I draw a card.
Excited for this new game? You're gonna stream tomorrow. You've been wanting to play this game for a while. Yeah, man, sounds great. Have fun with it.
From my hand, I activate a quick play spell. I'm counting on you. I special summon a monster. My turn is done.
Get ready.
I messed up.
Draw.
I misplayed.
I'll play this. My monster's effect activates. Battle. Watch and learn. Don't blink. I end
It's
my
my
turn.
turn.
Doro.
I draw a card. Here I go.
Monstacado.
I summon a monster in attack position. Time to battle. My monster's effect activates. I'm counting on you. I special summon a monster.
Is that the best you got?
Alright, I think we can
My
turn
turn
this
is
around,
ready.
as long as he doesn't pull any funny
Draw.
stuff.
Here I come.
But yeah, I
summon
think
a
Disney
monster
needs
in
to work
attack
more on their
battle.
in-house
Now.
stuff.
My monster attacks.
Now. My monster's
I want to
effect
walk into a room, yell, I special summon a monster, and then call my ex. It's a good one. It's a good one. I like that.
I end my turn.
Here I go. My turn. I draw a card.
Hey, if it works for you, you know. It would be funny.
Alright.
I don't know if your
I
ex would
summon a
appreciate
monster
it,
in
but it would.
attack
People
position.
would laugh if you filmed that, I'm sure.
Time to battle. Here we go. My monster's effect activates. All right. My monster's effect activates.
I think yelling anime phrases at all in general always makes everything better.
You'll have to do better
Just
than
yelling
that.
like you're in a video game or an anime just makes everything
My
10
turn
times
is
better,
get ready.
honestly.
Draw. I set a monster. Face. I end my
It's
turn.
my turn. I draw a card. Let's battle. Wait, my monster's effect activates.
Take him out. Now we attack directly.
Time is over. I attack your life points.
And end
My
turn.
is done.
We got him next turn.
Here I come. I summon a monster and attack this battle. Now. I attack with a monster.
It's my turn.
I end my turn.
That was pointless.
Draw a card. I'm counting on you. I summon a monster in attack position.
Alright,
Time to
fellas.
battle. Wait up, my monster's
Let's get
effect activates.
Attack. 200 damage.
I will
Attack for
not
1900 and finish it.
My monster attacks your life points.
Just kind of saying,
directly.
here I come. Yeah.
Yugi, I was willing to risk everything to win, but I still couldn't pull it off.
Kaiba, you will never win if you give in to hatred.
I love that they got the voice actors back for this game. They really didn't have to, but I love that they did. Actually, I think if your ex came, I summon a monster in attack position is probably the next thing you'd have to yell before you start running. I don't know. I actually have... Well, actually, no, let me think. Alright, little fun fact about Titus time. I've only really had two, I would consider them even somewhat serious relationships. Like ones I would even consider a relationship. And I'm on pretty decent terms with both of them, actually. One of them I'm still basically best friends with. And then the other one, I mean, we're on fine terms. That we don't, like, dislike each other or anything. So, and we're friendly to each other when we see each other, so... I don't know if I would have that issue. I remember, I remember telling someone once that one of my closest friends is actually an ex of like a long period, like a long relationship. They looked at me like I was a psychopath. Like they're like, "What? How could you be dating your ex? How could you be friends with your ex? Like that's crazy. That never works." And I'm just, I don't know. We handled it like reasonable adults, you know. I don't know what else to tell you, man. It would be funny though. It would be funny though. I feel like that's something you'd see on Vine. Vine is not a thing. You'd see it on TikTok, I guess.
I will duel.
Here I go. My turn.
Alright, we'll put this
I
face
set a
down.
card.
I've never heard of this archetype, fur hires. There's just a bunch of furries. Alright,
Now is
I'll
the
summon
time.
you.
I summon a monster in attack position.
Bladesman Fur Hire, and then its
My
effect
monster's
activates.
effect activates.
And it lets me summon another one.
Here I go. I special summon a monster.
I'll activate the
monster's
effect.
activates.
I can add a Fur Hire monster from my deck to my hand. I'll pick the big one. The one with a lot of attack points. Do you get called a furry? I mean, dinosaurs have no... I think technically I qualify as a scaly. Because dinosaurs are like, you know, we have scales, or at least some of us. My Foxy gets called a furry constantly, yeah. But that's the funny thing. I'm a dinosaur, but I'm not a furry or a scaly. Like, I don't consider myself part of those communities. Like, biologically, yes, I suppose I am a scaly, but like, I do not consider myself a part of either of those fandoms. Like, those, like, communities. Like, I don't, like, really do art, that kind of art, or anything like that. I'm not really... Yeah, it's kind of funny. You just like cute things? Yeah, it's fair enough. If you like them before you started dating, then there's still gotta be a connection even if it's not intimate. Right? Yeah, no, exactly. We were best friends before we started dating, and we're still friends after the fact.
My turn is done.
Here I go. It's my
Why
turn.
would you go from loving to hating? Yeah.
Here I come.
I guess it's just because some people go through a lot of bad stuff while they're in a relationship,
I attack with a monster.
and that's why. But I just never really had that issue,
It's
so...
my turn.
Like, we
Draw
settled
a
it
card.
maturely.
I set
Between
this
the two of
card
us.
face down. I'm counting on you. I summon a monster in attack position.
Alright,
Let's
battle
battle.
phase. We're gonna do a
Let's
nice,
do
zesty
My monster
3,200
attacks your
damage.
life points directly. Here we go. I attack your life points directly. Let's do this. My monster attacks your life points
This
directly.
duel isn't
I
over.
end my turn.
If I draw, I'll play this. I summon a monster in attack.
Also, I'd like to clarify, I don't have an issue with furries or scalies, obviously. I'm just not, I wouldn't consider myself a member of those communities, is all I'm saying.
Battle. Don't blink. I attack with a
I
monster.
expected you to do that. I revealed it's not over yet. Now, my continuous trap activates. All right. I special summon a monster. Okay.
Alright, we just gotta summon out the big boy, and we'll be fine.
Now is the time. I tribute summon a monster.
There he is.
Time to battle.
Alright,
It's
take him out.
over.
Get him out of here.
Attack with a
We win again.
Kaiba.
Big furry. Yeah, exactly. I think, what was I about to talk? Oh, right. I really need to get on replaying Wander Song up until where I left off, because I want to finish streaming that game. Because I bought a bunch of other new games to stream, but I don't want to start them until I finish the ones I already have. Maybe it's just my OCD, but yeah, I wouldn't. I'd want to finish that stuff first. Relationships are complicated. Sometimes things happen. Then your life experiences aspect of life is yet another. You've tagged with your life's motto to. You can never be disappointed if you never have hope. Sounds depressing, and probably is, but sometimes people need cold hard reality. Oh, I mean, yeah, that's definitely one way of looking at it.
Here I go.
But no, you're right. People process relationships differently, you know? There's nothing to be ashamed
I
of.
set a card. All right. I summon a
I'll
monster
summon you in attack
position.
mode and end
My
my
turn is
turn.
done.
Here I go. Draw. I set a card. Watch closely. I summon my monster's effect.
Madolce!
Here I come. I special my monster's effect activates.
Human nature can be a
From
cruel
my
demon,
hand,
depends on how much they prefer to
field
focus on the
spell
sums even within
activates.
relationship. That's true. Relationships are very give and take.
I set will now watch and learn. My monster.
Hate that. I also don't like Madolches. I mean, they're very cute. They're like funny little princes and princesses in like with dessert themes. Like the aesthetic is cute, but the deck is annoying to play against. You're right. It's okay. I got him.
You'll have my monster's effect activate.
And now they just like summon out 7 more cards because that's how Madolches work.
I end my turn.
Here I go. My turn. I draw a card. All right. I summon a monster in attack position. Let's battle. Yours.
Attack.
I was expecting
Face
attack
down
with a
card.
monster. Here's you think that'll work on me?
And I take 300 damage. Same with Desk. Desk Warriors are annoying to deal with.
Effect activates.
Unfortunately, we are just short of finishing him off.
My monster attacks your
Madolche
match
Palooza, what's this do? Special summon a Madolche monster from your hand. Yeah, that's fine. I'll still
Here
attack.
we go.
I don't want him to have any monsters on the field. And unfortunately, I take another 300 points of damage. And he gets another monster to his hand. Well, nothing else I can
My
do.
turn is done.
Here I go. Draw.
Yeah, Madolches are just annoying to deal with because they just spam a bunch of cards out.
It's my turn. I draw a card. Here I go. I summon a monster in attack position. Time to battle. Playtime
Alright,
is
mutual
over.
destruction.
I attack with a monster.
I take 300 damage, but his monster is destroyed.
My monster's effect activates.
He gets a card to the hand. And now we'll attack directly to finish.
Let's do this. My monster
And
attacks your
one
right
more.
foot directly.
Will his face down stop me?
You're finished.
Nope, doesn't look like it. Alright, we win.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Kaiba.
Alright, nice. Another win. Alright, let's do one more before we close out for the night. Battery Man Nova. I don't know how to play Battery Man. Also, because I'm assuming most of you guys weren't here early. Actually, I don't think anyone here was here earlier, but the first like 30 minutes of my stream, like that my audio was bad, and I didn't realize. And then once I was alerted to that fact, I restarted the stream on accident to fix the issue. So I'm gonna have to like find a way to like edit the 2 stream videos together so I can upload it onto YouTube.
Here I go. My turn.
Using clan battles and warships to use later. Yeah.
I draw a card.
Yeah, I had to. Yeah, I was just saying that basically I had to. My my stream got split into 2 VODs, unfortunately, today, so I'm gonna have to find some kind of editing program to put the 2 together so when I upload the full VOD onto YouTube later. Because it'd be a little weird if I just uploaded both of them separately. I don't. I mean, I guess I could, but. What the heck do I even do with these cards? If all Batteryman AA on your side of the field are in attack position, this card gains 1000 attack for each Batteryman AA on your side of the field. While Batteryman AA's on your side of the field are in defense position, this card gains 1000 defense for each Batteryman A on your side of the field. That's convoluted, alright. Put you in defense mode. Just put part 1 and part 2. Yeah, I might do that. Do you not edit your videos? Not really, to be honest with you. I mean, like...
My turn is done.
Get ready.
Not really. I mean, like...
I'll play
I don't know,
this.
there's not, like, a ton
I
to...
summon a monster in attack position.
I feel like editing your videos only really makes sense if, like, you're a bigger VTuber with an audience. I don't really have a big enough audience that, like, I'd probably gain anything from doing that. So I just upload the VOD raw. I mean, I'll cut out, like, the first, like, 30 seconds of silence or whatever. I'll cut out small snippets of it, but... Almost all VTubers try to be so professional, just stream, then I'd be done, and often it'd be the end of the trend. So, yeah.
From my hand.
I mean, I'm not opposed to learning how to edit, I just don't have an editing program, and considering I have, like, a very, 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 very tiny amount of regulars who would even consider watching the VODs as they are, like, I mean, I don't know if there's enough audience to warrant, you know, editing the videos. Someday, maybe.
I attack with a monster. That's the best
You have 5 or 10 minutes of setting up it to be. Nah, see, I set everything up, and then I start. And then the stream. And then it'll maybe like 30 seconds or something like that of, like, fumbling, but other than that, yeah. I'll edit out, like, that first 30 seconds of silence, but that's about it.
My monster's effect activate. My monster's effect activates. My monster's effect.
What is going on?
Now. I attack with a
Oh my god, this guy just raised his attack by, like, a ton.
I still believe in my cards. I draw.
What can I even do here? You tribute summon this card by tributing one of the following monsters. This card gains the appropriate effect. Oh, okay, yeah, you just gotta summon this guy. Alright, sacrifice Batteryman AA. So I can tribute summon Super Electromagnetic Voltec Dragon. And he gains 1000 attack. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be special summoned except by removing from play 2 Batteryman monsters from your graveyard. Once per turn, you can remove from play one Thunder-type monster from your graveyard to destroy 1 monster and 1 spell or trap card on the field. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'll take another monster. That means I can finish him this turn. Alright, summon out Batteryman Industrial Strength.
I'm counting on you.
Far too laid back and relaxed to start stressing about all that prep and post work. Streaming's supposed to be enjoyable. Don't want to bog it down with work. It's already bogged down by Amos. No, I mean, that's fair, yeah.
Let's battle. Let's do this. I attack with a monster. You'll have to do playtime is over.
I don't know, for me, it's like I'd like the streaming to one day go somewhere. Or just entertaining in general as, like, a career. So, you know, I try to carry myself professionally and do a decent job. There's nothing wrong with doing it just for fun. And I do it because it's fun, but, you know, I think the more effort you put in, like, you know, potentially the better things could be. Well, you do your best on stream. Yeah, totally. I start the game, forget your VTube model, then adjust your audio, then promote on different Discord servers. Nah, see, I set that all up. I have the game and my camera set up before I start. Then I send out the messages on Discord, and then immediately after I start streaming. But that's what you're doing, you're streaming, that's it. You're not making movies or anything, you're broadcasting and talking to people, that's why they come. No, you're right. You're right. There is truth to that. I think it's a balance. This is like the 5th error today. Alright, fellas, ladies, gentlemen, and others. We are going to be opening... We're going to end the stream today by opening 20 packs of Chaotic Soldiers. Because I'm still trying to build a Blackluster Soldier deck for a Tim. Alright, what do we get in the first pack? Yashinoki, Gaia the Midnight Sun, Burnout. Second pack. Oh, this one looks good. This looks good. Sylvan Cherub Sprout, Perform Pal Ballad. Sylvan Princess Sprite, super rare, nice. I downloaded this, did like a couple tutorials, needless to say, I've not done much. Downloaded what? Duel Links? Wait, I didn't mean to do— Oh! I accidentally opened up all the packs! That's not what I meant to do! Alright, but what did we get? We got Sylvan Princess Sprite, the 100 Dragon, and Necros of Bryanak. Oh, that's really good. I should build a Necros deck. I mean, if you're not into Yu-Gi-Oh! Or card games, I could see it not being into Duel Links. Especially since it's a different format from, like, the actual card game. But it's cool that you started. Do we want 100 Dragon or 100 Dragons? I'd rather have 100 Dragons. I would have more friends that way. Alright, Prediction Princess Astral Morrigan. Sylvan Cherub Sprout. Sylvan Blade Fender. You need your 5 cards. Used to play an the old school game, but it was ages ago, so you probably won't know the difference. Understandable, yeah. I mean, the tutorials are pretty good at teaching you how to play the game. Harmonic Oscillation. Chaos Zone. Super Soldier Shield. Prediction Princess Astra Morrigan. Aurea the Sylvan High Arbiter. Perform a Pal Ballad. Ignite Paladin, Marine Beast, Necros of Catastor. Karyushin, Prediction Princess Astra Morrigan, Galaxy Queen's Light. Galaxy Queen's Light's actually a pretty decent card. What are we getting here? Prediction Ritual, Minefield Eruption, Sylvan Sage Koya. Most of your friends play Magic, and maybe it's just me. I never liked that game at all. All the nonsense with lands and such seemed like the... I agree with you. I tried playing Magic, and I didn't like it. I don't care for it very much. I also don't care for the art style of the cards very much. Contact with the Aqua Mirror. Gishki Zale Gigas. Another Gishki card. Super rare. I really should just build a Gishki deck at this point. Sylvan Snap Drasanagan. Drasanagan. Sylvan Snap Drasanagan. Alright, that's how you pronounce that. Okay. Sylvan Miko Range. Necros Cycle. You main a burn deck? Were you conditioned? I don't think so. Ignite Squire, Super Soldier Rebirth, Sylvan Sage Koya. Give me something good for the last pack. Come on. Come on. Oh, it looks like something good. Oh. Marine Beast, Sylvan Water Slide, Rechef the Dark Being. Let's go. Alright, this wasn't the Blackluster Soldier that I wanted, but like, it's a super rare. It's pretty good. And Rechef is pretty iconic. He got a whole game to himself. What the hell was that, a werewolf fish? Yes, that was indeed a werewolf fish. Let me see, the card will come up here in a second. Marine Beast. Look at that guy. A mer werewolf. Old Yu-Gi-Oh cards were wild, man. Alright, we got some pretty good cards from those pulls. How many more packs are in this set? How close am I to getting the one card that I want? A 1 in 760 chance. Those are some good odds. Good odds, everybody. Oh, God. Alright. It's a living bicycle? That's true, there was a living bicycle card. Oh, I guess we unlocked some stuff here. Oh no, it reset the cycle of dailies. Collect 3 water attribute cards, collect 3 light attribute cards. Alright. Alright. We've been streaming for a good while now. I think that'll be it for today. Beat some pretty good odds in the Warship game earlier. Wanted 1 ship out of a container. You have a 12% chance of getting any ship. And there are like 17. Yet you drew the exact one you wanted. That's pretty good. You got pretty good odds. Okay, here's the thing. When I used to play the game physically, like when I would play card games physically, I can never win a game worth my life. But I'm really good at like picking out packs with like the really high rarity cards in them. So I can pull really good cards. I just can't win any games. Which is unfortunate, but especially with all the money you put into it. But it is what it is. But alright guys, I think we've been streaming for, I think combined with the first part of the stream that got cut off, about 3 hours today, which is pretty good. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. A lot of people came out today, which is cool. Thanks again to Candy the Cane for raiding, and Kuro for convincing them to raid. I appreciate that. It's a lot of fun having people in chat, having a steady conversation with people the whole time. Yeah, I appreciate it. If you aren't already, and you want to, feel free to follow me here on Twitch, or on my YouTube channel where I upload the VODs of all my past streams, or over on Twitter where I notify about whenever I'm gonna do a new stream, or I just make really unfunny tweets. But yeah, guys, thanks one last time for coming out today. This has been your boy Titus, signing out. Remember to be good to yourself and others. Bye!